Well, today I thought we'd take the opportunity to have a chat with Suzanne. Welcome, Suzanne.
Thank you, Danny.
We did have a chat with you a couple of years ago, I think it was now, about insurance and the importance of insurance. And I just thought we'd follow that up and let people get a bit of insight into one aspect of what we do at Tactical Solutions, which is to help people with their claim when it comes to that time. Now, in your situation, I think when we spoke, you had been diagnosed with MS, and that's escalated to the point where just over 12 months ago, I think you let your employer know, which happens to be me, that you were unable to work. So, how was that from an emotional point of view?
From an emotional point of view, it was horrific. Mm-hmm. It's a difficult call. I mean, I'm still young. Mm-hmm. I have a young family, and I wanted to work.
So you're still in your 30s?
Yes, I am. Thank you. Yes, I am.
So very young.
Yeah.
And how old's your son?
He's 7.
Yeah.
He's 7. Yeah. So it was a tough call, really. We're reliant on 2 incomes and that sort of thing, and my husband and I. But I physically just could not do it anymore. So we had to make that. So
luckily, over the years, last time we spoke about things like income protection, and you didn't have income protection, but in your case, there's probably times where you feel really unlucky and really lucky at the same time because of the journey that you're on. Yeah. So it doesn't sound good, but you were lucky to have some total and permanent disability cover in some superannuation plans.
Absolutely.
And I've often said to clients it's really hard to get a claim paid under total and permanent disability. And I think it requires 2 doctors to agree that you're unable to work again.
Yeah. Ever,
which is not something you really want to hear.
No.
But because that is your current situation, and I guess with MS it's up and down.
That's exactly right. One day can be fine, and the next day all the wheels fall off again.
So it makes it hard to hold down a job.
Yeah.
Let alone just do the normal job of being a mum.
Yeah, exactly.
But we were able to negotiate that process with the insurer and release the funds from super. In fact, some of it we left in super because of the tax effectiveness of that. What's that insurance allowed you to do in terms of you and your family?
It has allowed us to breathe again. We have been able to buy a home. We've been able to set up a small income stream for me. So I get paid a regular income still every month. It means we can pay our bills. It means we can have a holiday. Yeah.
So the best way you described it right at the start there was you can breathe, whereas before it would have been so overwhelming that even breathing was difficult.
Even breathing was tough.
So that must have had a positive impact on your health.
Yeah, it did. Absolutely, it did. It was a tough journey to go through.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when it all came together, my husband and I both went, wow, we can breathe. We can start planning for the future.
MS is no fun. You've told me what Tim Ferguson described. I think his doctor told him.
Yeah. The good news is MS doesn't kill you. The bad news is MS doesn't kill you.
Right.
And that pretty much sums it up. I mean, I'm here, I'm breathing, I'm okay. Today is a good day. But
I know people with MS in their early 40s, and they're now fully confined to a wheelchair,
and that's a very real possibility.
But hopefully, some of the trial drugs that are available now, and I think you're involved in some of those, that might help give you a better quality of life for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
You said the money was able to buy a home and provide an income stream, which is fantastic. And it means Dave, your husband, is still working, but you've got 2 incomes still, effectively.
Yeah, exactly.
You had a house a few years ago, but I think you sold that. Did you sell that partly to pay for treatment and things?
Yeah. Well, yeah. when I was first diagnosed, I had a 6-week-old baby, and things weren't good at all. I couldn't even hold my baby, and so my husband had to give up work, and he had to look after the both of us, and financially we weren't able to keep our home.
So at that stage, which was really difficult, there was, in that early stage, it would have been hard to get a total and permanent disability claim paid, but that's when you really would have been good to have income protection.
It would have been fantastic to have income protection, exactly.
And so, in terms of being lucky or unlucky, you were unlucky to not have income protection at the time.
Yeah.
So you wish you did.
I wish I did.
But lucky now that the phase that we're in, you've been able to get the lump sum from total and permanent disability, and now hopefully this next period of coping with MS is as long as possible. But financially, the insurance has been...
Financially, we can cope with whatever this illness throws me. We're able to survive still.
Wonderful. Well, we wish you all the best. And
thank God for insurance.
And really, it's just an opportunity to talk about what happens at the other end of the process. Often we're talking with clients about getting insurance, and one of the biggest problems with insurance is the cost of it. How do you fit that into your family budget? We can help you make the most of your superannuation in some instances, to use your super money to pay for insurance. Now that's not good for your retirement, but it's good for your cash flow in the short term. And we'll help you through that process of working out what's the most cost-effective way to provide insurance, so that when you need it, there's a financial solution to the problems. It doesn't fix all your problems, but it does help you breathe. Suzanne, thank you.
Thank you, Benny. Thanks very much.